assistants are Justin Wilson-Kirby and Ryan Kelly. So as we get ready to go here, first game of the season, 2024-25 for both these two teams. Last night it was Brampton 17-13 winners over Six Nations. Now the defending champs start their defense of the title. They, of course, the first team in the Arenalacrosseleague to have won back multiple championships. So the Monarchs, of course, a new look. This is a development league. You'll see some changes, and there are some changes both sides, including Parker Pfeiffer, who not making the change, but the Monarchs wearing their whites for the first time ever. And that shot by Riley Ford found the gondola, so first offensive possession goes awry, and first time the defending champs will get a hold on offense here. They'll work it around the horn, keep an eye out, of course, for their main guy in Devin Pfeiffer, and making that save and making a good one early on was Joel Watson. Quick pass and another good save at the other end. Keep your eye, of course, on the Monarchs and 68 Patrick Thompson. He is the transition specialist. He will be a factor. Pfeiffer, of course, two of them working the Fife Dog crew, one on each side, and we get our first goal of the game, and it'll be the defending champs that jump out in front 1-0. So just a good job there, Braden McGregor now. And every year, of course, you make changes, and that allows different players to step into different roles. And I think McGregor is going to be called on a little more offensively this year than he was last year. And he picks up his first goal of this season. Off the draw, Monarchs control. Cody Hamley, some good defense there, battle in the corner. Coming away with it is the Steelhawks, but a good strip there and looking for something. And an excellent job there by Devin Dunkerley to force that, get his team possession. They'll reset now on offense. Looking inside on the screen and roll. Backhand try, wide of the mark, ball loose. And that'll be scooped up. Coot had it, but then lost it. Monarchs picked it up. Golden opportunity off the post. And they'll call crease ball, and it'll be the Steelhawks that'll get to move it on up now over the timeline. Early in this one, opening 2 minutes. Whitby with a 1-0 lead. They'll set things up on the half boards. Good overhand shot there, but a good save as Owen Orpana took it. Fife Dog got it back, dump inside, and not able to handle that was Orpana. Was right in on the hand, so a tough one to handle. Thompson now will slow things down, wait for the offense to come on out on the floor. Missing Jordan Dance, but of course the Fife Dog in a little rock and roll there, goes for it, and Coot halts him in his tracks. Good save there. Crease the call. And we will move it on up. Some familiar faces in the lineups for the defending champs. Of course, Liam Osborne returns as the captain. Devin Pfeiffer, newly acquired Cole Hanrahan, not in the lineup today, but will be. He'll be a force as well as he makes the move to Whitby from Peterborough. Landon Sinfield out there making his Arenalacrosseleague debut. Welcome to the league. Good defense there as they close that up. That's Jamison Dilks, and a good job to force the turnover, and the Monarchs now will go to work in the offensive end. Rob Harris, he'll wait, he'll flip, give way, and now it'll be Stephen Portelli. Portelli will be a mainstay on that right side of the offense for the Monarchs. Ford now with a little dipsy doodle, 8 on the shot clock. Got to go to work here. Good hesitation, underhand bounce. That's wide of the mark. That will go over the timeline, and that possession now will belong to the Steelhawks. Conley out there. They'll work it to the right side, kick it back over to the left. Some room to operate now. behind the net and not able to get a handle on it, but it looks like through the crease the call. So Whitby again, good pressure on the offensive end, but the Monarchs respond defensively and do a good job to hold their own. Under 11 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Pfeiffer bounces off a check. He'll survey, swinging across on the skip. That shot right on, stopped by Coote. So a good chance there from Lucas Ferreira, but managed to put a dent in the logo. That's about it. Steelhawks back with Goodchild out there, and just going to double check. That is him, another returnee. The flip. Good cross check there, and the defense tight as they were all over McGregor this time, and it's Thompson now. Thompson, one-on-one, has some room. Kick over, good quick stick, Coop, great save. Rebound picked up, Steelhawks the other way. They'll get it over the timeline, and Lidstone, he'll flip and retreat. Offense to work now. Orpana looking for a screen. Ducks in, has some room, goes to the far side, wide of the mark. Rebound, loose, picked up. Monarchs counter the other way. 2-on-2. Mason Kaminga to the bounce. Coote again, another good save. Tell you, if you're Lucas Coote, you got some size, you're on your knees, you're still able to cover that top corner. Cameron York out there. Looking inside, a twister, and that looked like it spun toward the goal line and bounced away. So Watson with the benefit, quick pass up ahead, good hands, quick start, and Coote again up to the task as Tanner Buck, and first time I brought him up, but Tanner Buck, another one of the offensive threats for the Monarchs. Goodchild. He'll peel out on the half boards, 15 on the shot clock. Remember now the new shot clock innovation here with the 30-20, so you get 30 seconds on your initial possession. You take a shot and get the offensive rebound, you'll get another 20. You don't get a full 30. Under 9 minutes to go. Kaminga over the timeline. Thompson over the timeline. He'll retreat, and Portelli now will set things up. Dump off on the roll, but not able to corral that was Buck. And now on the run with numbers. Hamley shot, stopped by Watson. Another good save. Point blank. And a chance for Nate Woods, but wasn't able to beat the Monarchs netminder. Pfeiffer will start the offense on that right side. Wait for the trailer. Get it back. Good defense. That one flipped to no one as Ford was the intended target. Ball loose. Good job, Brandon Hoshman in there battling. And shot clock violation will give it right back to the Steelhawks with under 8 minutes to go. 1 goal game. Only goal has come courtesy Braden McGregor. And a 1-0 lead for Whitby. Chance here, Pfeiffer tried to twist her again, couldn't get a lot on it. Tracked it down momentarily, ball goes up high and lands, and it's Aaron Walker. Funky Walker, Dirty Talker is going to bring that over the timeline. Got a man now, 2-on-1. Walker dumps it off, gets it back. Walker up, down, and can't slide it through as Liam Osborne there to back up his netminder. And now Matt Boissonneau is going to do his best to corral that. And Goodchild will slow things down. Good end-to-end action. Both these teams in their first game of the season. And they are looking awfully strong. That one stopped by Watson. Kaminga gobbles up that loose ball. Quick outlet pass. And they'll move it up over the timeline. Dunkerley, he'll flip and retreat. Portelli back out there with the offense. Lucas Ferreira out there on that left side. Room on the bounce as Ferreira again let it go. Coote smothered that before that bounce could get too high. Steelhawks now move it up over the timeline. Good job by John Weller. He is one of those players that takes care of a lot of the unseen stuff. Conley steps into one. That goes through the wickets. And I'll tell you, if Joel Watson wants one back, that's the one. But Liam Aston with a good overhand, and it's 2-0 Whitby. Just under 6.5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Defending champs starting their reign to defend that title as that shot wide of the mark. Good job by Thompson to track down a loose ball. He'll stay out there with the offense. Pfeiffer on the right side, skip pass. Kick out, Pfeiffer gets it back. That right off the mask on a good shot. And with exactly 6 minutes to go, that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. Back after our officials timeout, 2-0 lead for the Steelhawks. On this snowy afternoon in Oakville, Ontario, we are at the track, Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Week 1 continues, this game 2. Last night, things opened up at Brampton Memorial with a win for the Brampton Express, 17-13 over the Six Nations Snipers. And here today, there'll be one more tonight in Brampton to follow as Osborne's going to run under that. Osborne goes hard, but stopped by Watson. So a good job in transition on that break opportunity, but Watson up to the task, and Monarchs now will counter the other way. Tonight, of course, will be 2 out-of-town teams meeting at Brampton Memorial, and the Ohsweken Bears, they will hook up with the Peterborough Timbermen in each of their teams' debut for the 24-25 season. That goes tonight at 7 p.m. That ball loose will go back to the Steelhawks, and they'll set up shop here in the offensive end. Pana will swing it around. They'll work it back to the right side on a good skip. Some room, too much bounce on that ounce, and that'll go into the screen. Possession belongs to Toronto. Chris Harlan, quick pass, he'll retreat. Thompson now spending more time in the offensive end on that right side. Buck trying to get a step, curls out. Good no-look pass, finds the Fife. His shot on the run, stopped by Coop. Coop scoops up that rebound, quick outlet pass, and here come the Steelhawks in the blink of an eye. Quick outlet pass. Chased out of there was Pfeiffer, and he'll flip, they'll set things up. Cameron York out there on that left side. They'll swing it right back out, on the run, full speed. And finding the back of the net, Landon Sinfield with his first Arenalacrosseleague goal. So quietly, the Whitby Steelhawks, with just over 4 minutes left, have built a 3-0 lead here. And it's been nothing fancy, just good hard-nosed fundamental lacrosse. And that seems to be what the defending champs are working with. Three different scorers, and of course always sad to see some of the individuals, coaches, volunteers leave the Arenalacrosseleague, but when they go on to brighter things, that's always a good thing. Same with the coaches, that's what we aspire to here, and nice to see Ryan Deggerton getting his chance to be at the helm of the ship, as is Nick Krepensek. Ball loose, great speed there. On the run, Osborne kicked it into second gear, jumping off the post. And the rebound picked up by the Monarchs, so they dodge a bullet there. So Liam Osborne has picked up where he left off last season as Mr. Do a little of everything, and that's the guy you want with the C on your shirt. Effective at both ends of the floor. Lidstone, flip, Orpana's going to set it up on the half boards. He'll wait for some help. Good child out there as well. Brady Kierman out there. Kierman. 7 on the shot clock. Kierman knocked down. Gets it out. That shot wide of the mark. Going to be tough chance here. Talk about transition. Thompson, as he does not gain possession. So unfortunately, not able to get a breakaway, but possession belongs to Toronto. And with under 3 minutes to go here, they need a little something. Lucas Coote has been outstanding between the pipes so far in his first quarter, and that's Lucas Coote. Pfeiffer gets a step. Again, that short side cut off by Coote. Great work by the Steelhawks to jump on that, and Ferris doing a good job. Bouncing off one. Pfeiffer gets a shot up. Scooped up, and Pfeiffer will reset, get it over, and they'll create some space with Sinfield. Delayed penalty coming, our first of the game. It will go to the Monarchs. 15 on the shot clock, net empty for the extra attacker. Osborne out there in that right shooter spot. He'll kick it over. They'll swing it around. Inside, Pfeiffer, his shot. Short side, tried to scoop it up, but cannot. And first power play opportunity of the game will go to the Whitby Steelhawks. So it looks like it's going to be a slashing call, and it's going to go to Parker Pfeiffer. So with 1:46 to go here in this opening quarter, the Steelhawks, best in the league last year with the man advantage. You can see why. Pfeiffer at the top. And wasted no time. And I tell you, Brady Kierman, welcome to the Arenalacrosseleague. A power play goal in the first 4 seconds of that power play, so it didn't last long. But it certainly was effective. 4-0 the lead for Whitby. So Kierman gets the goal. Pfeiffer picks up the helper. And off the draw, possession belongs to Toronto. Pfeiffer, the other one, gets wrapped up, swims his way through, and pulls out. Great pass. Bouncer saved by Coote. So Toronto effective. Their shots have been in good areas, but Lucas Coote has been as stingy as the Grinch here as we close in on the final minute of the opening quarter. That one intercepted, and it's Kuminga. Kuminga's got a head of steam going. 2-on-2. Kuminga's shot wide of the mark. That's going to ricochet and go the other way to the Steelhawks. Going hard and getting a quick shot off was Woods. And it's picked up, and now Walker. Final 40 seconds opening quarter. Toronto looking for something here. Portelli. He'll elude a defender, stay with it. 15 on the shot clock. That one from way out, and that was a good shot from Cody Innes, but you're going to have to get inside that dotted half circle if you're going to beat Lucas Coote. And looks like we may have another penalty, and it may go to Whitby this time. So it looks like a holding call, and it is. It's going to go to Robert Morgan. So the Monarchs are going to go to their first power play of this game with 27.9 seconds to go in quarter number one. So Pfeiffer out there. He'll work in. Buckshot. Good shoulder save by Coote. Closed up, retreated, and picked up. Ford as well, but Ford takes a good hard hit from Dustin Burkhoff. And Monarchs regain possession, looking for Pfeiffer inside. Too much traffic now, and here come the Steelhawks. Boissonneau tried to thread the needle there and get it to Woods, and that will do it. First 15 minutes in the books. 4-0 for the defending champs. Back with quarter number two. All locked and loaded for second quarter action. An impressive first quarter by the defending champion Steelhawks as they have looked good with a 4-0 lead. And Matt Boissonneau, he never ever short effort. Boissonneau top corner. So right off the draw, one of the best draw men in the league shows you what he can do in Boissonneau, and he's just gotten better every year. His first of the season, 5-0. So that hurts even more as it's a short-handed marker given up. And no knock on Stephen Dolomac as he is up against one of the best face-off men in the league. Boissonneau. They're going to have a hard time getting that ball from him, I tell you. As now Hamley will hold it over and give way to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer will look to burn 30 off of this penalty down to its final minute. Take a pass, get a shot. Stopped by Watson. Ball loose. Watson picks it up. Good bounce, and he'll send away Riley Ford. So Toronto's going to have to be a little more deliberate here, set things up, get a really good quality shot. Coote has been tested, but this is where you want to work it. And Coote again, good slide to his right to close up the armpit, and going to be another penalty, and I think it's going to go, looks like it's going to go to the Steelhawks. And it will. So Dustin Burkhoff sent to the penalty box, and that means for 32 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3 for Toronto. So an opportunity here for the Monarchs to at least pocket their first of the game. Ford with a quick stick and stopped by Coote as he closed that up. And a good pass ahead, zipped on the money. Brandon Horschman out there looking to kill some time. 8 seconds left in the first minor. Six on the shot clock. And Monarchs finally force the turnover. And now they'll work it up to the offensive end. First minor over. It's a 5-on-4 now. So Pfeiffer remains at the top. They'll wait for the final piece to fill out. Pfeiffer through a crowd. Can't find the mark. That's going to ricochet over the timeline, and that'll be a violation. Possession belongs to Whitby. So Toronto certainly not as effective as they have been, but this is, of course, the first game of the season. So we're going to have to cut them some slack. Final minute here of the power play for the Monarchs. Whitby will look to burn another 20 seconds. Can't do it. Picked up, and good effort there by Nathan Ethier as he eludes one and moves it up to Fife. So the Fife brothers going at it again as they do each and every time they face each other. In the gap, and Lucas Coote, that thing, everything around Coote is just sticking, and he zips that out, and if there wasn't a tire blown, I'm sure that would have been a completed pass. Instead, it'll go the other way. Nicholas D'Amico, he'll give way. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Quick shot, Buck right on the mark. Rebound picked up, another good save, Coote. Osborne jacked into the boards, but still comes away with it, but clipped the crease, so a back-in call will give it to the Monarchs. Final 5 seconds here if they're going to try to take advantage. I think they'll wait, and they do. Now to work. Pfeiffer, two-man game. Quick stick from way out. Coote made that one look easy, and a good outlet pass. Away go the Steelhawks. Opening there. 1-2. Great stop there by Watson on his knee. Ball loose in the corner behind the net. Interference through the crease call. We'll give it to Toronto. They're on the move. Kuminga will lead the rush. 3-on-1. Kuminga dump over. Not able to hold it was Portelli. And it belongs to Coote and the Steelhawks. Mark DeBrone, vet, welcome back. He, of course, in his 8th season in the Arena Lacrosse League. He'll flip, and penalty over, teams now back to full strength. Good dipsy-doodle move there from Liam Aston, but not able to shake Watson, as now Walker will speed in. Got numbers, 2-on-1, dumps it over, not able to connect on the pass. Portelli battling for it. Out there working hard was Hoshman. And Portelli going to do a good job to keep that in and give Toronto another chance. 8 on the shot clock. The block. Twister, stopped by Coote. Rebound. Steelhawks, and a good flip ahead. They'll get it into the offensive end and set things up. We're at the 10.5-minute mark here, first half. Game 2, week 1 of the Arena Lacrosse League. They'll work it to the half boards. Kick over, Twister wide of the mark, 10 on the shot clock. Rebound to the Steelhawks. Trying to curl around that dotted half circle. Go to the bounce, goes off the post. And rebound scooped up, Monarchs counter. Chris Harlan off a defender. Harlan just missed that top corner. Rebound, and I think Ford took it for granted he had the open net and wasn't able to beat Lucas Coote. That thing rolled right on the goal line. So in the meantime, between time, looks like we're going to get a holding call. Eddie Ferreira is going to be the guilty party. So third power play opportunity. 0 for 3 are the Monarchs up to this point. 0 for 2. And they've given up a shorty. Good underhand by Buck, but Coote is on his game today, and working it up is Morgan. Morgan, great effort. We'll get it to Boissonneau. Boissonneau going to be in no hurry. Slides it over. Steelhawks going to look to burn another 15 here. Minute and a half to go in the power play. 10 on the shot clock. Aston. Twister well wide of the mark, but the timing works. Possession will belong to the Monarchs. So Pfeiffer and Buck will go back to work here, still looking for their first goal of the game here. And they'll work the two-man game. Going to have another penalty, and I think it's going to be a holding call, and it's going to go to the Monarchs. So it looks like it. And you can see crew chief Brad Fennell saying there's a difference between locking that cross check and holding, and either way, Cody Innes is going to find himself in the sin bin. So that power play nullified, and in 1 minute's time, Whitby will go back to work at the man advantage, but in the meantime, between time, we'll play some 4-on-4. Give and go, that's gone and went. Good job there by Arpana to pick that one up. Pfeiffer now will reset on the kick. Swing across. Inside, and that's picked off. And on the move the other way are the Monarchs. Jamison Dilks. Dilks takes it himself. Stopped by Coote. Ball loose. Battling for it in there is Matt Hodgkins, and that's a through the crease call. Will belong to Whitby with under 8.5 to go. Osborne up the right side, head of steam. Osborne shot scored. So Liam Osborne, a continuous and constant threat as he goes and works the transition game, going from defense to offense to pocket. Another goal, his first of the season, and it's a 6-0 lead for the Steelhawks. So always good to get a look at these teams first time through, and last night having a chance to see the Snipers and the Express both teams. Snipers weren't at full capacity, but boy, you saw some good things from them. The Express looked real good. Here the defending champs look like, well, the defending champs, quite frankly, and that opportunity from Burkhoff ran out of real estate as we head to the 8-minute mark. So the Whitby penalty in its dying seconds, it's over. They'll go back to work for the second time with the man advantage. They're 1 for 1 on the power play. Buck and company will look to burn some, but Pfeiffer rings one off the pipe. Rebound, block shot, stop, scoops up the rebound. Good one-handed pickup, kicks it back way out, and Thompson will play security blanket, and they'll keep it, try to burn another 30 off. Under 7.5 to go. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Bucks, quick shot. Coote, the save. Good job to track that down. Monarchs doing a lot of things right. They just haven't been able to find the back of the net yet on Coote. Fife inside, and they finally do. So they finally get on the board, and it looks like it's Cohen Jennings who's going to pick up his first of the season. It's going to be a shorty. And a big one as the Monarchs show a pulse now and trail by 5 with just over 7 minutes to go. Wouldn't have guessed that with 10 seconds left in the Whitby power play, but off the draw, Kaminga controls. Dilks will flip, and the Monarchs now will have killed off that penalty back to full strength. So they got a little momentum going here. Pfeiffer working in some space. Good spin off. Can't beat a defender. Kicks it. Swing over to Ford. Ford on the run. Quick shot off the pipe. That one. Rebound scooped up. Fresh 20. And a good job to go airborne and pull that through. So they didn't get a reset on that, but I think we'll see if they check that or if we're going to go to immediate timeout, and we will. So we will take an official's timeout. We'll be back right after this. Back at it here, the carpet at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center as the Steelhawks now will get it over the timeline, set things up, leading by 5 here in this first half. Work it on the left side. Good child, kick out, quick shot, steered aside by Watson. And scooped up and on the move. Here come the Monarchs. That bouncer low, good pad save made by Coote on a good attempt from Rob Harris. And Portelli now will settle it down. Harris will play the give and go, and he'll retreat to the bench. They'll work it to the right side in the Fife dog. Kick over. Buck changes the angle. Coote, another good save. And give credit to Toronto. They're trying some different things, but Lucas Coote is doing everything in his power to make an adjustment to the adjustments. And now Steelhawks back to work with 12 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer swims a little but can't get closer to that net. Good defense all over him. A good job there by Ethier, and that shot finds the back of the net. So a tough one for Watson, but a big one for the Steelhawks as they'll go up now 7-1. So Liam Aston will get credit for his second goal of the season. Second goal, and a big one, as that puts a halt to the any momentum that the Monarchs were trying to build. But of course, fastest game on 2 feet can change in a heartbeat. Great move there to swim through. Split 2 defenders, and a check from behind. So a good effort by Steve Dalmanak, but can't find the back of the net, but he does draw a penalty in the process. So good effort on his part, and Monarchs will go to work now with their 4th power play opportunity. 0 for 3. And they have surrendered a goal. So Matt Boissonneau will go for the illegal cross-check. And the Monarchs now will look to try to get that last one back. Ford out there now in the left shooter's spot. Bucks move to the top. Fife Dog in that shooter spot. He rings it now off the crossbar. So the metal getting a whole lot of work at both ends. And that post and crossbar, of course, goaltender's best friend. Ford steps in. They're going to gap that box. Bouncer. Coote has that covered. And a good loft up. Osborne on the run. He's going to run under that one bounce. Osborne can't corral it cleanly. Fighting hard, and a good job there by Dunkerley to nullify Osborne. And here now, but without numbers, are the Monarchs. Under 4.5 to go here. Second quarter. Buck. They've done a lot. They've thrown a lot of balls at Coote. And Coote, again, uses stick, close up the 5-hole. Transition opportunity as Hamley does a good job to knock that ball away. Battling in the corner with Walker. Walker kicks it out. And the Monarchs now move it up with 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Pfeiffer looks to set it up. Taking a while to get the offense out there. Pfeiffer had a notion, kick it back. Buck swinging around looking for Ford, but that's knocked down. Scooped up by the Steelhawks. A chance here in transition. Weller goes to the far side, saved by Watson. Rebound, Orpana picks it up. He'll spin off one, and good heads-up play to work some clock here. And he'll get it. Good child. They'll look to burn another 15 seconds off this penalty, and then that will do it. Teams will be back to full strength. Far side, one-on-one. Buck matched up, but a slick stick check there gets the job done. And possession belongs to Toronto. So it was a 4-0 lead for Whitby after one. They have stretched that lead now to 7-1. On the curl, on the run. Can't get that shot through, but able to pick up his own rebound. Innes. Ball loose. Innes still in there, gets double teamed. Boissonneau gets taken down. Chops down a tree. Good job by Innes. Battles the double team, and they made sure that Innes wasn't going to get that great team defense there as two defenders closed up shop, and Boissonneau with a great effort as always. He'll dump it off. Under 2.5 to go. Teams back to 5 aside. Pfeiffer gets a screen, has some room, goes to the sidearm. That's wide. And here comes Kuminga. Great headman pass ahead. Jordan McKenna. McKenna, great save by Coote. Through the crease, the call, and Lucas Coote. Great job between the pipes as he had his game face on earlier, and I think that may take us to, I thought we were going to a minute time. It looks like we're going to have a penalty called, and it looks like it's going to be Devin Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer goes to the box for 2. Monarchs now back to the power play. Their 5th of the game, 0 for 4. So Pfeiffer guilty of holding. Buck, a chance inside. Ball pops back right to the Monarchs, and they regain possession with Ford. Be big here if the Monarchs are able to pocket another one. Sniffing that, and Buck with that twitch. Touch that crease line, and he'll give it back to the Steelhawks as they'll look to work it over the timeline. Woods weaves through a couple defenders, curls back out. He'll look to burn the final 15 on this shot clock. Minute 20 to go in the man advantage. That underhand almost slides through the wickets, but Watson there And a good outlet pass will send away Thompson. Pfeiffer. Working now. Buck at the top. Has Ford with him. No look pass. Ford in. Good save by Coote. Ball loose in a dotted half circle. Good battle there. Fighting for it is Jennings. It's flipped up and Coote. And it looks like we're going to have an interference call with 46.8 seconds left in the first half. And so it looks like it's going to be. So Tyler Goodchild guilty of the interference. So a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Monarchs, who have had plenty of power play chances but haven't been successful against Coote. Chance here. Ford steps into one. That's wide of the mark. 35 seconds left in the half. Ford again works it. Pfeiffer slid down to the crease now. Quick stick finish. Buck can't do it. Ball loose and too early on the check. And looks like we're going to have a timeout called by the Monarchs with 24.5 seconds to go. That will allow us to take a quick breather, and we'll be right back for our back here on our 5-on-3. 24 seconds remaining here. So the Monarchs now with a chance. Looking for something. Pfeiffer steps into one. Has that one knocked down by Boissonneau. Boissonneau battles hard and too early on the push. 16.5 seconds to go. Monarchs work it in. That one stopped by Coote again. Bounces out. Final 10. They'll work it. Buck. Backhand. Pfeiffer goes airborne. Stopped by Coote. Coote's going to hold it and let her rip. On the money. Pfeiffer. Last second. Great save by Watson at the buzzer. 30 minutes in the books here. 7-1 defending champs will be back with the third quarter. All set to go for the second half. And a game that the defending champion Whitby Steelhawks leads 7-1. Toronto Monarchs will be looking to try and capitalize. They've got a minute 10 in the man advantage. They will control the draw and go to work on offense here, looking to close the gap. So Toronto with just one goal in the opening 30 minutes. But they've done a lot of good things offensively. Lucas Coote has just been an issue between the pipes. He has been sensational. Ford ducks in, kick over, up, down. That's a beauty. So the Fife Dog giving a little bark there on the power play. They pick up their first power play goal in this game. More importantly, it's now 7-2. First of the season for Parker. And that's exactly the way Coach Krepensek and the rest of the staff for Toronto drew it up in the locker room. Off the draw again. It's going to be Patrick Thompson. I think Patrick Thompson's got to be a little more involved here for this team. Got to get out in the open floor, utilize his speed and his skill set. They'll swing it across to the left. Pfeiffer will get it back, wrong stick side, kick it. Good ball movement. Portelli, 10 on the shot clock. Chased out, curl around. Going to have to let one go here. Duck inside. Good save by Coote. So well executed offensively by the Monarchs. Just weren't able to finish. And now Whitby will get a touch with the teams back to full strength. Orpana. Looking for the curl. Good flip. Hamley. That, you talk about execution. That was perfectly done on the screen and roll. And just like that, the Steelhawks answer back, and it's 8-2. What you've noticed about the Steelhawks here in this game, they just don't get flustered. You're not quite sure when you see them if they're winning or losing. That's how even keel they continue to be. Off the draw. Good scoop there from Delmonic. Buck swinging around. Looking for room. Innes can't. Weller leaks out early. Weller with a chance. Goes to the 5-hole. Easy pickings for Watson. And Walker now the other way. Pfeiffer not able to get that one off as we get some details from the lovely Stephanie McDonald, the PA announcer here at the track, as well as with the Toronto Rock. So congratulations for that as the Monarchs now work it over the timeline. Thompson skip it over. Pfeiffer has Boissonneau on him, trying to swim around him. Good help. Puck changes the angle. Pellet right on, stopped by Coote. Quick outlet pass. Here come the Steelhawks. Putting on the brakes is Nate Woods. He'll stop, drop, and they'll set up shop. Conley, half boards. Waits. He'll get it back. Moving in with 10 on the shot clock. Ducks around, one on the curl. Skips it over right side. They'll duck around, look it in. That pass too tight. Time of the essence, almost scooped up, but good job defensively by Toronto to hold it down, and they'll get an outlet and work it over the timeline. Pfeiffer, we're under 12 minutes to go here. Gets a step, good hesitation, airborne, and Coote closed up everything, spread the wings, and there was nothing left to shoot at. Orpana looking for an opening. Weaves around. Inches closer inside the dotted half circle. Chase back out. They'll work it again to the Fife dog. Other side. He has an opening. Goes to the sidearm. That's wide of the mark. Will go out of play. And that went off a defender and will remain possession to the Steelhawks. So we know that the 20 second clock, not fully operational, but in the process. Referees will keep a manual count. That shot from way out, good child, stopped by Watson. And Watson now will outlet. So Toronto with a good hold there. What they need now is to find a way to beat Lucas Coote and get a bit of a run going here. Portelli. Ducks over, 15 on the shot clock, swinging around the Buck. Buck, flip up, that's batted down. Good defense by the Steelhawks, and it's Osborne, and Osborne will constantly put the pressure on. 1-on-2, Osborne will think better, didn't have the numbers, and he'll pull it right back out. And it's Kierman. That one knocked down, and a good save made there by Watson as an opportunity for Sinfield. 1-on-1 now. Thompson twister stopped by Coote. Rebound Ford. Not this time as Riley Ford crashing the boards in for the finish to pick up his first of the season. So Ford with a much-needed goal for the Monarchs with just under 10 minutes to go. Cuts the deficit now to 8-3. Off the draw. Good job to control that by Sinfield, and he'll wait for the rest of the offense, and they'll go back to work on the left side. Sinfield on the screen and roll wasn't there. Tries to split two, has it closed off. Gets it back, manages to flip. 5 in the shot clock. Orpana's going to have to let this one go. That one's knocked down by Pfeiffer. Does a good job to shield it, and some excellent work on the defensive end by Pfeiffer as he now will leg it over the timeline. On the screen and roll, Pfeiffer gives it right back. Whitby now with numbers. Transition 3-on-2. Quick shot, stopped by Watson. Scoop. Parker will give it up and on the run. Monarchs trying to counter, 2-on-1. Late dish and not the best pass for sure by Dunkerley. That's going to be an interference call and picked up by the Steelhawks. They'll waste no time legging it over the timeline. Hamley, he'll flip. Pfeiffer with a little shake and bake, draws a double team. Whole lot going on by that Monarchs bench as Pfeiffer gets taken down. High shot, fights for it. Hockeys it over but gets intercepted and out going the other way. Twister stopped as Nathan Ethier had a golden opportunity, but Lucas Kook giving up nothing. 8.5 minute mark here in this third quarter. Kierman. He'll slide over to that left side. Orpana will swing it around to the right. Get it back. That shot goes through, and that's taken by Orpana off the rear end. That'll be a violation, and will go the other way. And that's probably as close to a delay of game as you can get without it being called. Rule in the Arena Lacrosse League, once that whistle goes, you cannot touch the ball one way or the other. You have to put it right down. Tanner Buck swings it around to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer one-on-one, Boissonneau. Pfeiffer dumps it in, quick stick, Bertelli gets his own rebound, fresh 20, duck back in the Buck. Stops, not there, but Coot, great shoulder save, and a delayed penalty is going to come to the Steelhawks. Illegal cross-checking the call. And the Monarchs, looks like they'll go to another power play. 1 for 6 with the man advantage. So Kierman, the guilty party, illegal cross-check. 7th power play opportunity of the game for Toronto. Trailing by 5 here with 7:42 to go. So Buck's at the top. Ford and Pfeiffer will join him. Ford took his eye off that. Jennings out there on that crease. Pfeiffer ducks in, tried to go down then up. Going to have to try to keep this one over, and they do on the right side of the line. But with 7 on the shot clock, right to work. Ford changes the angle. That will ring off the pipe. Collected by the Monarchs. Still get another clock at 20, work it around. That one changing the angle, but Pfeiffer can't find the mark. Good hustle there. Good tip and great job as got away with a high stick to Boissonneau as Pfeiffer, great work. Ford missed. Rebound. Buck took his eye off it. Good job to collect it. And back to Pfeiffer. Ducks in. Pfeiffer with room. That one off the mask of Coot. And they will reset again with a minute to go in the man advantage. Buck. Jennings has slid up to the top. That'll go out of play, and it was tipped. And with 6.5 to go, that will take us to our officials' timeout. We'll be right back. Back at it with 45 seconds to go in a man advantage. Toronto trying to claw their way back into this one, trailing by 5. Pfeiffer thought he had a spin move going, kick out. Buck changes it. Good pad save made by Coot on the run. Here come the Steelhawks. Great flip up. One-handed grab, running under it. Trying to go to the far side, but coming up empty was Woods. And Monarchs now, with 20 seconds left, will try to get something going here. They'll move up, try to take advantage. Final 10 seconds. Buck, that one right off the logo. Coot with an easy save, and Steelhawks will have killed off another penalty. Osborne the other way, and that's hockeyed in, but no goal. Osborne doing a little everything, and I tell you, you have to be on your P's and Q's when that guy's on the floor. He is looking for every crack in the armor. Pfeiffer works it back. Team's back to full strength. Swing around Portelli. Portelli. That one, lets that one go high. 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer, good job. Portelli again, trying to inch closer. Quick shot, tried to go 5-hole. That basket was closed up. And Coote with a good outlet pass. Steelhawks will move it up as we inch toward the 5-minute mark here, quarter number 3. Tyler Goodchild. Looking behind the net, Mason Kaminga broke that up, and good job there to fight. Ethier in there as well. Battle on the boards. Goodchild had it momentarily, had it, lost it, had it, lost it. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Go back the other way. Good job defensively by the Monarchs. Kaminga. He'll wait, look for some assistance. He'll remain out there on the right side, working with Fife. Pfeiffer, quick swing. Ford on the pop out. Works it to Buck. Buck chased, harassed, and Ford, no look, quick pass. But a tough one with 3 on the shot clock, no look. And good defense by the Steelhawks, recognizing the shot clock was winding down and tightening things up. And they now, with possession, will work it over the timeline with just over 4 minutes to play. Third quarter. 5-goal lead for the defending champs. Pfeiffer snaps it across on the skip. Orpana. He'll curl out. Back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to inch his way closer. Good defense by Dilks. And going to have a holding penalty. And I think it's going to go against the Steelhawks. Looks like there's some mild protest going. So it looks like McGregor's the guilty party. He's going to go for the hold. That's going to give the Monarchs their 8th power play opportunity of this game. And for most teams, that would be good, but playing Whitby and Lucas Coote, just 1 for 7 with a man advantage. Same unit out there, usual suspects. Buck tried to go behind the net. Boyson, rebound, Ford! Sneaks that one 5-hole. And Lucas Coote looked like he may have had it closed up, but a good job by Ford to thread the needle. Picks up his 2nd of the game. 2nd power play goal of the game for Toronto, and it's an 8-4 game. So a little bit of life here with under 3.5 to go. And really, Toronto's just hanging close. Good job off the draw, an extra push to the bounce. Back-to-back goals for the first time this game. And that one comes courtesy Delmonic as he won the draw, fought off a defender, took it in, and went to the bounce to beat Coote. So the deficit now 3. And the first time that these Monarchs have been able to put together any semblance of a run. See here if they can hold steady and maybe add to another one, make the fourth quarter even more interesting. Again off the draw. Hockeyed up, picked up, and on the move. Here come the Steelhawks. High stepping. Weller dumps it off, diving, and it's the Fife Dog. So every time the Monarchs have provided a question, the Steelhawks have given them the answer. So great job by Pfeiffer, his first goal of the 2024-25 season. And When in doubt, he goes airborne, and he'll find that far side. Awfully tough for any netminder to stop that. So they've got Weller with the goal. I've got Pfeiffer with the goal. We'll go with the official scoring. On the turn, and reaching out and touching someone with his size was Kierman to notch his second of the game as he goes over the shoulder of Watson. And it's 10-5. Well, we talked about questions and answers, and there you have it. Whitby again extends their lead now to 5. In case you missed it last night, it was a 17-13, I know I said 14, 17-13 win for the Brampton Express over the Six Nations Snipers to open up week 1. Later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right back at Brampton Memorial, it'll be the Ohsweken Bears and Peterborough Timbermen opening up their Arena Lacrosse League season. So 3 games on the schedule in week 1, and that shot wide of the mark. Osborne's going to run under that. Has 2 men with him. Dumps it off. And going as Osborne picked up that rebound and then looked like he had a hook in his stick and missed that net from point blank. And the Monarchs, again, do another bit of bullet dodging as we head to the 2-minute warning. Pfeiffer. Waiting for the trailer. He'll spin off a defender. That pass too high, and a delayed penalty coming, and I think it's going to go to Quinn Highland, but we'll wait and see. Either way, I believe the Steelhawks will be short. So it looks like Dustin Burkhoff is the guilty party. So 9th power play. 2 for 8 to man advantage. Monarchs to work here. They need something. Ford again tries, but stood up tall was Coote to stop that. And possession belongs to Whitby. Morgan. He'll be in no hurry whatsoever as we're under a minute and a half to go here in this 3rd quarter. Morgan going to dance around well outside. Let the shot clock tick down. It's now down to 10. Morgan will roll it across. That shot from way out from McGregor will bounce and carry him right to Parker in the offensive end. So with just over a minute to go here, Monarchs now will have to be very deliberate here, make sure they get a good shot. Got to make sure that Lucas Coote has to make a save here. Ford, Buck, up, down. Buck tried again. That one out. Good pad save. Scooped up Monarchs. Knocked down. Still loose. Boissonneau's going to pick that up, and he's going to head out the other way. Boissonneau with numbers. Dumps it off. And picking that corner. So another shorthanded goal. It's Nate Woods that delivers on time. Second shorthanded goal surrendered by the Monarchs. And with 35.7 seconds left in the 3rd, it's an 11-5 game. So those are the tough ones, those transition goals. If you got good transition players, that's usually the difference in this league. The offense and the defense usually very evenly matched, but it's the X factors like Boissonneau. Great job ahead. Another opportunity and nothing doing there, as I think maybe one too many fakes by Mark DeBrone. Final 15 seconds. Portelli, 23 seconds left in the penalty. Pfeiffer, Portelli dumps it down low. Gets it back. 5 in the game clock. Buck gonna have to take it. Buck does. Coote stops it, and Coote's gonna let that one go, and they are gonna let this one go down to the buzzer. 3 quarters in the books here at the track. 11-5 defending champs when we come back with the 4th. Heading to the final 15 minutes here at the track in Oakville, Ontario. Defending champion Whitby Steelhawks leading the Toronto Monarchs 11-5. And some work to do here for Toronto. 10 seconds left in their man advantage. They will win the draw. And Pfeiffer will bring it up. They'll go to work. Puck will let that one rip. Good job by Patrick Thompson to knock that down. But Liam Osborne relentless again. The other way, Osborne dumps it off. Wrong stick side, but a good save by Watson. Collected Ethier now. One quick pass, countering right away are the Monarchs. Jordan McKenna dumps it inside, and it's the Buck that stopped right there. Beauty goal, Tanner Buck. Finally able to make enough fakes to beat Lucas Coote for his first of the season, and it's 11-6. So just like the third, a good start to the quarter by the Monarchs. The issue has really been that Whitby has done a better job providing an answer to everything that Toronto has thrown their way. Off the draw. Boissonneau this time in there to take it, and he does a really good job matching up against Delmonic. Whitby, underhand, and boy, you talk about stepping into that one. Kierman did, and the other way here are the Monarchs. 2-on-2, no numbers, thinking better of it. And pulling out is Dunkerley. Thompson, been awfully quiet in this game. Zips it inside. Orpana ducked that one, backhand try, wide of the mark, 10 on the shot clock. Ball still loose, and that's too many on the floor. So in the midst of a line change, and that one will give the Steelhawks surprisingly just their third power play of this game. They're 1 for 2. This is their first power play opportunity of the second half. And they've been awfully good at capitalizing on any opportunities. They've also been very good at creating their own opportunities. So Pfeiffer's at the top, Osborne on his right side. I believe Kierman out there as well, as they will give everyone a touch. Orpana has fit in nicely with this squad. They'll interchange. Kick, work the top. Pfeiffer sizing it up. 10 on the shot clock. Swung around. Osborne looks down low. Great ball movement. Can't complete it. And now on the run, here's Thompson. Thompson, 2-on-1. No look pass. Stopped by Coote. So Thompson, good job to make the right pass. McKenna not able to beat Coote. And now another chance here for Whitby to set things up with a power play. 13-minute mark. Pfeiffer, that one, good pad save, dives for the loose ball, gets it to Osborne. Osborne, all kind of fakes, but again, couldn't fool Watson, who zips one out looking to that far side. Instead, a great job to corral that look over, and great work from Pfeiffer. Not able to handle that was Hodgkins, and Whitby now will move it up with 40 seconds left, the man advantage. That's the difference, of course, between Whitby being able to capitalize on their fast break opportunities. Toronto has not been able to do the same. On the curl. Duck in, bouncer wide of the mark. That shot again, sidearm wide of the mark. So Sinfield had 2 good looks, wasn't able to get either on net, and now Kuminga will get over the timeline, and Toronto will look to kill the final 10 seconds here. On the cut was Buck, not able to connect. And Whitby now will work it up into the offensive end. Dallas Clancy. Welcome to the Arena Lacrosse League as Pfeiffer will skip it. They'll work it on the left side. Again, Watson right where he should be, but that loose ball picked up. Arpana stripped late. Good stick check. No reset on the play, so they'll keep a manual count going. And it'll be Pfeiffer. Fife swings it across. 10 on the shot clock from way out, well wide of the mark. Monarchs collect it, but they don't have the numbers to attack. And they'll wait for the trailer. Coming out late and picking that corner on a nice rush is Cody Innes. So Innes gets something good going here as he takes that pass in full stride and parks it in the far corner for his first of the season. And it's an 11-7 game, so with just under 11 minutes to go, the deficit's only 4, and Toronto with a chance here. They've never really been out of this game. They really haven't been able to provide a real run. What they have done was able to do back-to-back, and you can see there as Boissonneau taken down, and hopefully he's okay. But off the draw, that's the only way to slow him down. Monarchs now, they're on a push, feeling some momentum. On the run, that one steered aside, picked up by Ford. Ford will curl out, get a screen, and work it to the left side. Buck on the move. The flip inside. Ford can't handle it. Coote will smother it, pick it up, and send it out to Weller. Whitby now will work it up to Osborne. Osborne one-on-one. He'll bull his way in. You will need 2 for him, that's for sure, as he will retreat and give way now to Aston. Swinging around with 7 on the shot clock. Got to work something. Going for the dunk. Move, and it's a beauty. So usually you go up top for that dunk move instead. That was a great variation from Kierman to pick up his 3rd. He stayed low and tucked it through the 5-hole. So you always got to applaud some creativity. You're certainly not applauding if you're on the Toronto side of things, as after closing it to 4, gap now spread back to 5. Off the draw. And if Boissonneau's not in there, I tell you, Delmonic owns that face-off circle. So Warden Goodchild pick up helpers. That one Pfeiffer stop. Rebound collected. Monarchs will pull it back out. Hard screen. Pfeiffer. Good rock. Backhand dive try. Stopped by Coote. And you want to talk about a variation on a variation. That was very impressive attempt there by one of the members of the Fife Dog crew. That shot goes off the pipe. Loose. Pfeiffer battling for it. Highland's going to pick it up. Spin off a check and try to get it over the timeline. Harassed and still teetering and throws it away. So good pressure. Thompson now. Backdoor. Chance here. Great save by Coote. Innes with a golden opportunity, and at the other end, so a save at one end, transition goal at the other. Impressive as Sinfield picks up his 2nd of the game. So boy, how quickly things can turn around. Just as the Monarchs picked up some momentum, the Steelhawks answer with back-to-back goals. And the lead now is 6. So Boissonneau at it one more time. And again, that one pretty evenly matched, but the Steelhawks control. Sinfield will kick it back out. They'll swing it around, create some space here on the right side. Ten on the shot clock. Looking inside, but Orpana was wrapped up by Thompson. And now it's brought out. And it's Dilks. He'll get it up, Thompson. Toronto really running out of time to stop and set things up now. Going to need some shots on net. That one from Buck. Steered aside nicely by Coote. Steelhawks the other way now. Out of the back door, and Whitby should be in no rush now. Should be deliberate on every possession. Try to work some clock. On the flip inside, that found no one except Watson. Good outlet pass, sends away Hodgkins. Hodgkins dumps it off. Pfeiffer, great save by Coote. Oh my, Lucas Coote. I tell you, you talk efficiency, he uses the least amount of movement to make the save. And Whitby now will work it at the top. 7 minutes to go here in this game. 13-7, Steelhawks. Pfeiffer ducks in, shovel across. Backhand inside, that was a beauty. Oh my. Kierman with a no-look pass. Orpana on the run in traffic. And you can put that one on the highlight reel. Doesn't matter who you're cheering for, as that was just a beauty. First of the game for Orpana. Well deserved. And right now you see the Steelhawks, after giving up 2 straight, have come back to reel off 3 straight of their own. So Cameron York figuring in the mix there one more time. He's got a couple of helpers. Buck taken down, keeps his balance. Pfeiffer, skip pass, forward finish. So that's the quick stick finish that the Monarchs worked to perfection a couple years ago. Back at it now with Ford. Picks up his 3rd of the game on a beauty pass, and it's 14-8. If you aren't familiar with the sport of lacrosse, to be able to do that quick release, quick stick is a skill in itself. To be able to do it from a distance is even more impressive the further from the net you get. Ball loose, bouncing around. Boissonneau battling for it. Thompson had it and he lost it. Picked up Steelhawks, looking to run under it, and is Sinfield, who's had himself an outstanding debut here, as has Orpana. Under 6 minutes to go. He's chopped down by Thompson. Ball loose. Ethier gets bounced off the ball. Get it back out and worked over. Underhand, and Watson cut that angle right down. And with 5:42 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. We'll be back. Good to go here as we wrap up our final officials timeout. And the Whitby Steelhawks will be looking to wrap this one up. Toronto Monarchs with something else to say as that pass knocked down by Coote, and it's Osborne. Always in full flight. Osborne, he'll attack that net. Barrels his way in, pulls it out, ducks by Portelli. Great save there by Watson. Ethier picks it up. He's chased. Sorry, not Ethier. My bad. My apologies, as that was Hoshman. and Boissonneau. So time now on the side of the defending champs as Pfeiffer, they'll work the clock now, be a little more deliberate here on offense. Make sure every possession you manage to work some time off that clock. Easy save from that shot, well out by Pfeiffer. And the Monarchs now will move it up. McKenna dumps it off. That shot wide of the mark by Buck. Going to be another 2-on-0. Weller's going to get another chance. Goes to the far side. Rebound picked up. And diving was Watson, but I believe Watson out now. That's Craig Wendy. And Wendy now going to make the long run. So my apologies if it was Wendy that has played this entire quarter, but I believe Wendy just went out there. So just want to send a special shout out to Craig Wendy, back in the league for another year, and he is one outstanding netminder. Didn't get to start today, but that has no bearing on who he is and what he does. Final 4 minutes here. Pfeiffer. Whitby will keep the offense spread wide with 8 on the shot clock. Kaminga comes up with the interception. Bounces off one. Numbers for Toronto. 5-on-1. Dump over and they can't complete it. And that'll result in a chance at the other end. Lead ahead and corner picked as fourth goal for Kierman, as he's certainly made an impact in his first Arena Lacrosse League game. So these defending champs are going to be awfully tough to beat this season. They've got some new looks. Still missing a couple of snipers not in the lineup today, including Cole Hanrahan, newly acquired. So they are as good as last year, if not better. Off the draw again. Boissonneau taken down. You see the strategy. You got to be physical or Boissonneau will eat you up in that dot. And Whitby now will control. So delayed penalty coming here to Toronto. And Whitby now will work it all the way down. Battle going in the center of the dotted half circle, as that's blown down finally. So there may be offsetting penalties here. So for sure, Delmonic's going. I believe he's going for the hold on Boissonneau. Question is was there a second penalty called? Doesn't look like it. No one heading to the bench penalty box for Whitby. But officials are getting this one sorted out. So a hold and too many on the floor to the Steelhawks. And they'll need to get someone in the box. So I think head coach Ryan Deggert is arguing that it was a dead ball. It called for too many men on the floor. But I don't think there was a dead ball at the time. And that's why the penalty was called. You got to like Dallas Clancy's enthusiasm. Problem is he had to go to the bench, penalty box, not to the floor. So with the netminder pulled in Wendy, it was a 5-on-4, but Whitby's going to hurry and try to capitalize. And Orpana does a good job, good discipline. Thinking better of that. And now they'll keep it and work it over. Loft it up. Osborne. He'll curl back out. 10 on the shot clock. Under 2.5 to go here in this game. Loft it up into the corner. Pana will come under it. Great job. Goes to the underhand. So that worked out much better than Whitby had hoped. Second of the game for Arpana, and I tell you, that young man came to play here today. So I believe with coincidentals and Pfeiffer's going to head to the penalty box. Not sure what the penalty there was, but probably had something verbal as he goes into the box. So that was the case on sportsmanlike conduct. So as we move in on the 2-minute mark, Whitby in complete control here, having doubled up the Monarchs 16-8 right now. And this has been a well-played game by these Steelhawks. Great save by Watson as Arpana on the doorstep lofted up. Good effort to run under it, but ran out of room, did McKenna. And now Whitby will be in no hurry. Pfeiffer. No look, Arpana this time tried to go to the short side. Had it stopped. Ball still loose. And it's scooped up. And on the move, here come the Monarchs. Trailing, and not sure why he didn't give that one up, but Rob Harris kept it himself. And that didn't result in much. Final minute to play here. So the Monarchs will look to some of the positive things that they've got to work on. Whitby, of course, I'm sure will spend this season just fine-tuning as the nucleus remains strong in their first defense of their title. Nightcap tonight to wrap up week 1 will be the Ohsweken Bears taking on the Peterborough Timbermen. That goes at 7 p.m. Whitby is looking as impressive to start this season as they did to end last season. And now each team, they're just going to let this one wind down. No sense in dealing with an injury or something along those lines. As a late hit, Portelli took exception. No matter, will not change the outcome. 16-8, the final for the Steelhawks. They up their record to 1-0. The Monarchs fall to 0-1. That'll do it for us here on behalf of the Arenalacrosseleague. JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. We'll see you next time.